One of the most striking images in the book of Revelation is the scene of the heavenly throne inside the sanctuary, surrounded by 24 elders dressed in white, each with a golden crown. Often, readers find themselves pondering the same question once directed at the Apostle John. Who are these, and where did they come from? Revelation chapter 5 presents these elders in a way that sheds valuable light on who they are. This portion of the Bible narrates the events leading up to the opening of the 7 seals, and the role played by these elders clarifies several key facts about them. By these 7 seals, just as by the 7 trumpets, we see a series of events unfolding one after another, covering the entire gospel dispensation. Generally, interpreters agree that the first of these seals was opened, and its events took place near the beginning of the Christian era. Keeping in mind that the opening of the first seal is now far in the past, it is noteworthy that these elders are seen actively involved in heaven before the opening of any of the seals. When the challenge was issued throughout heaven and earth, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And while John was weeping because no one was found worthy to open and read the book, one of the elders said to him, "Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof." Furthermore, when the Lamb took the book from the one seated on the throne, prior to breaking any of its seals, the elders began a new song, declaring, "Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain, and hast redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation." This testimony proves that the elders were personally present in heaven, playing an active role even before the first seal was opened. The statement, "Thou wast slain," places the timing of this song after Christ's crucifixion. Therefore, it was sung at some point following that event, yet before the opening of the first seal. The act that prompted this song of praise to the Lamb was his taking the book, in preparation for unsealing its contents. All the events associated with the seals happened before the final redemption of the church. Consequently, the church will never sing a song thanking him for being worthy to do what was already accomplished more than 20 centuries ago. Hence, the elders here cannot simply be symbolic representatives of the church singing in its place, because they were literally and personally in heaven at that precise moment, expressing their own genuine emotions. The truths they proclaimed were true for them individually and back then. We also notice that they are clothed in white garments, wearing crowns of gold, symbols that typically represent a completed journey and a victorious outcome. This imagery suggests that they once walked the same earthly path as every believer, endured the trials of faith, and ultimately overcame. Now, they occupy a special position in the heavenly realm, wearing their crowns of victory even before the larger gathering of the redeemed arrives. But who exactly are these individuals? Clues appear in the writings of Paul when he addresses the believers in Ephesus, explaining, "Wherefore he saith, when he," speaking of Christ, "ascended up on high, he led captivity captive, and gave gifts unto men." Ephesians 4:8. If we look back at the accounts surrounding Christ's resurrection in the Gospel of Matthew, we read, "And the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose and came out of the graves after his resurrection, and went into the holy city, and appeared unto many." Matthew chapter 27, 52 to 53. Putting these pieces together, we discover that at Christ's resurrection, a group of holy ones rose from their graves and accompanied him when he ascended into heaven. This is why many have concluded that these resurrected saints are indeed the same group now seen in heaven in Revelation, crowned with gold and dressed in white, serving a divine purpose ahead of the larger company of the redeemed. In support of this interpretation, which was not only understood by the Seventh-day Adventist pioneers, Protestant reformer John Wesley offered the following perspective about the 24 and 20 elders. Clothed in white raiment. This, and their golden crowns, show that they had already finished their course and taken their places among the citizens of heaven. They are never termed souls, and hence it is probable that they had glorified bodies already. Another important detail is found in the language describing these elders. They are said to be seated on thrones. The Greek word used in Revelation is best translated as thrones, not merely seats. This aligns with the vision in Daniel chapter 7, where similar thrones are described as being placed rather than cast down in the sense of being overturned. This detail highlights the honor bestowed upon the elders and echoes the Eastern custom of placing cushions for esteemed guests. Based on all these scriptural connections, we can see that the 24 and 20 elders have a special role in Christ's mediatorial work in the heavenly sanctuary. When the judgment scene unfolded, as described in Daniel 7, the thrones, or places of honor, are set in the most holy place, fitting perfectly with the imagery of Revelation. This aspect of the work in the sanctuary is further solidified by another set of information found in 1 Chronicles chapter 24. During David's reign, the descendants of Aaron were divided into 24 courses, each responsible for serving in the sanctuary on a rotating schedule. This system ensured that priestly duties, such as offering sacrifices, burning incense, and guiding worshipers, were handled regularly and efficiently. Just as the 24 priestly courses served and represented all the priestly families in Israel's worship life, the 24 and 20 elders in Revelation likewise represent the full, true ministry of Christ's kingdom, those exalted with the Lamb to a position of honor and service in the heavenly sanctuary. By drawing on this Old Testament pattern, John's vision in Revelation is portraying the elders as the heavenly counterparts to the organized priesthood on earth, now fulfilled perfectly through Christ's redemptive work in the heavenly sanctuary above. In summary, the 24 elders in the book of Revelation stand as a triumphant group who arose at Christ's resurrection and ascended with him, serving now as a sort of first fruits among the redeemed in heaven. They wear white to signify their purity and completed course, and they hold crowns of gold as tokens of their ultimate victory in the Christian faith. Through their praise, they remind us of the Lamb's worthiness and the grandeur of the redemption story, a testimony of hope for all who look forward to the day when the rest of the faithful will join them in the eternal heavenly realm.